Sri Sharda Devi and Her Divine Play, Chapter 17, page 272. Shardananda was proud of his position as the mother's doorkeeper. From his small room to the left of the entrance to Holy Mother's residence in Calcutta, he kept an eye on the devotees who went upstairs to pay their respects. It was not an easy task. Surendranath Roy, a young medical student, used to visit Holy Mother every week. One day, he walked several miles under the scorching sun to see the mother in Udbodhan. He arrived at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It was very hot. Holy Mother had just returned from a devotee's house and was resting. When Shardananda saw Surendra going upstairs, he stopped him near the steps and said, "I won't allow you to go up now. Mother is tired." Surendra answered, "Is she only your mother?" Practically pushing Shardananda aside, he continued up the stairs. Very soon, Surendra felt repentant for his rash act and prayed that he might avoid the Swami on his way out. He told the mother about his bad behavior, and she reassured him. Sheepishly, he came down the stairs and found Shardananda seated in the same place. Surendra bowed down before the Swami and asked for his forgiveness. Shardananda embraced him and said, "Why do you talk about offending me? Can one see Mother without such earning?" It was not an easy job to be Holy Mother's doorkeeper. Shardananda was sometimes humiliated for protecting Holy Mother. Yet he endured everything calmly. On 2nd January 1917, Swami Premananda asked Dhirananda to accompany Dhirendra Kumar Guhatakurta, a young man from Barisal, now in Bangladesh, to Holy Mother to be initiated. Dhirendra recalled, "I was about to climb the steps of the mother's house to see the mother. Revered Sharat Maharaj was writing at his desk in the entrance room. As soon as I neared the steps, he loudly said, 'Who is going upstairs?' The mother's health is not good, don't go." He came forward to stop me. But I was so obstinate that I went upstairs, pushing him aside. The mother was then performing worship. Looking at me, she realized that I wanted initiation. She told me with a smile, "Come tomorrow." The next day, the mother initiated him. On another occasion, when Holy Mother was ill, a prominent devotee came to her and asked for his brother to be initiated. She asked him to come a few days later when she was feeling better. However, the man insisted. She asked him to speak to Shardananda about it. "I do not know anybody else," he insisted again. "I have come to you. Please initiate my brother." "What do you mean?" the mother replied. "Sharat is the jewel of my head. What he says will be done." The devotee went to Shardananda and reported to him what the mother had said. The Swami then fixed a date for the initiation. Despite Holy Mother's affection for him and confidence in him, Shardananda was extremely humble. Once, he was in his office about to begin work on the Leela Prasanga when a disciple of the mother prostrated fully and took the dust of the Swami's feet. The Swami humorously asked, "Why such a big salutation? What is the idea?" "Maharaj, why do you say that?" the disciple replied. "Whom else should I salute but you?" The Swami said, "I am seated here awaiting her grace by whom you have been blessed. If she wishes, she can this very moment seat you in my place." When Shardananda prostrated himself before the mother, as a witness observed, it was an unusual sight. It was as if he melted on the ground before her. He showed his salutation. He showed with his salutation that he offered his body, his soul, and everything at her feet. Shardananda poured his heart and soul into serving Holy Mother, in addition to performing his duties as the General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Order, which was a heavy responsibility. Furthermore, he lovingly looked after the welfare of the mother's relatives, nursed her younger brother when he was dying, and made provisions for her niece Radhu's financial security. For more than 15 years, Shardananda had the unique privilege of being close to Holy Mother and looking after her needs. How small he felt in her presence. Once he remarked, "What can we understand of Mother? This, however, I can say, I have never seen such a great mind, and I do not hope to see one. It is not within our capacity to comprehend the extent of Mother's glory and power. I have never seen in anyone else such attachment, nor have I seen such detachment. She was so deeply attached to Radhu, but before her death she said, 'Please send her away.' Radhu lost all attraction for her. Blessed are the masters and mother's disciples who had the opportunity to serve Holy Mother personally. They must have accumulated great virtues in their previous lives to have been blessed by living near the Divine Mother in human form and watching her divine play. Towards the end, when the mother's treatment was going on in Udbodhan house, an unknown gentleman came to visit her. He met Shardananda at the entrance room and asked, 'What do you do here?' Shardananda humbly replied, 'I am the doorkeeper of the mother's house.' The gentleman went to the office and asked another monk the name of the person in the entrance room. The monk said, 'He is Swami Sharadananda, the General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Mutt and Mission.' Surprised and embarrassed, the gentleman exclaimed, 'My goodness, he introduced himself as the doorkeeper of this house.' The monk said with a smile, 'Yes, he introduced himself truly. He is the doorkeeper and an attendant of Holy Mother.' Overwhelmed by the Swami's humility, the gentleman left. Jai Ma.